Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker, here with Kingdom Business, where we are empowered, where we heal, we get delivered, and we get free. We know who we are. We elevate our minds and our spirits and raise and expand our consciousness to ultimately walk in our true divine purpose and power, and that is the truth of who God has created us to be. Kingdom people, we are. We are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom people, we are. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for all the likes, subscribes, shares. Thank you for all your comments and feedback, for all the financial contributions to my channel, and for all the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. Kingdom people, thank you so very much. It is very much appreciated. Thank you, Kingdom people. And so, Kingdom people, I am on location, and you already know what I'm here to do. And if you don't know, then now you know. I am here to drop this beat, this word, this message. Yeah. Check it. Kingdom people, I am the chain breaker, and you are chain breakers too. Are y'all ready to break these chains? Let's go. So, Kingdom people, listen up. Here I go with that nose. You are about to have a lot of fans because you are a descendant of Jesus and you are a star just like Jesus. And so this was given to me some time ago. And I've been kind of sitting on this for a minute because I needed God to just build this message up for me. And so God was saying, he's saying that you are going to have a lot of fans. For one, because you are a descendant of Jesus and you are a star like Jesus. You are a descendant of him and you are a star like Jesus. Now, we know Jesus was a star. He really was. Now, the thing is, he's a star because his name is known. His name is great. He's very well known. He has a lot of fans. It's a lot of us that look up to him, that honor him. We do, Kingdom people. Now, we also know Jesus had a lot of haters. But if we be real, the haters were really his fans too. The haters know he was a star. The haters actually contributed him to be a star. Again, the haters were actually his fans too. They just didn't know how to properly do that and be that because of all of the things they had going on with them and within them. So, Kingdom people, God is saying you are about to have a lot of fans. Now, let me say this. It doesn't matter what you do, where you are, what your work is, whether you, I want to say, even if you ain't in ministry, you are, because everything you do is a ministry. Now, here's the thing, Kingdom people. This is what God gave me. He said, because you are making God's name great, just like Jesus. That's why you are about to have a lot of fans. Let me say that again. You are about to have a lot of fans because you are making God's name great, just like Jesus. And so God initially led me to Malachi 1:11, which says, my name will be great among the nations, from where the sun rises to where it sets. In every place, increase and pure offerings will be brought to me, because my name will be great among the nations, says the Lord Almighty. So, Kingdom people, here's the thing. God is saying his name will be great. You are contributing to making his name great. Jesus made God's name great. That's who he uplifted. That's who, and we know who Jesus was and who he came, what he came to do. But he always acknowledged the Father in everything. Jesus made God's name great. We do the same thing because we honor God, because we're walking in his ways, because we're doing what he's telling us to do. We allow him to use us. We're not walking around talking about what we are, what we do, how we got this and how we got that. Not in that way. We're more so, even when we do, we're talking about how God blessed us, how he gave this to us, how he helped us through whatever. We're uplifting the name of God. We're uplifting the name of God just like Jesus did. And that's why, kingdom people, you are about to have a lot of fans. You are a star just like Jesus. You're doing what Jesus did. And Jesus, again, was a star. Now, when we say star, when I say fans, you're going to have a lot of fans. We're not seeing it in a carnal way, in a worldly way. But again, remember, Jesus had a lot of fans. God has a lot of fans. We are God's fans. We are Jesus' fans, if you want to speak of it in that way. But this is the way God gave it to me, so we're going to speak of it in that way, okay? So listen here, kingdom people. This is the thing. What God showed me, he brought it to my attention again today, how, I was trying not to say this. I'm going to say worldly people. What I heard is them ones. But not just them ones, but worldly people. Because everyone who's a worldly person, and all worldly people are not coming against you. All worldly people don't do that. That's just a fact. But many do. But the thing, kingdom people, is in a worldly sense, and I keep hearing them ones, they want fans. They want that. They want to be a star. And what I'm hearing is that they see you as a star for whatever you do. It doesn't matter. This is the thing. They want this for attention. They want to be a star. They want fans for attention, to gratify their own selfish desires, to feed their, I want to say ego, but I heard demons, okay? So the thing is this, kingdom people, it's not about God or Jesus making God's name great or making Jesus' name great with them ones, with the worldly people. It's about making their own name great. But here's the key, kingdom people. When you're making God's name great, when you're making Jesus' name great, he's making your name great. He's giving you, it's causing you to have fans, people that honor you, people that look up to you, people that appreciate you. It's making you a star. You're not making yourself a star. God is, because you're making him a star, which he already is, but you're making his name great by doing his work, by giving him the praise, the glory, and the honor. And I'm hearing, even in doing everything that you do, because when you do and let God move through you and work through you, you're making his name great, because it's him in you. It's him in you that you acknowledge and that you promote, so to speak. So, kingdom people, I want to say this before I go on. I'm getting that, again, I said it doesn't matter what you do. You're making God's name great. I'm hearing, if you are a real estate developer, if you work at Walmart and you're the cashier, if you work at Burger King and whatever you do, you the cashier, whatever you do, kingdom people, it does not matter. When you let God move and operate through you, you let him flow through you, you are his vessel, you are his anointed one, and he's using you as his vessel, you're promoting him, you're making his name great. This is what I'm gathering here. Okay, let's say you go through the Burger King drive-thru, for example. And I'm not promoting Burger King, kingdom people. It's all right to do what you do every here and there, but I do promote health, good health, eating healthy, but every here and there you can indulge. Let me just say that. But I'm making a point here. Stay with me, kingdom people. Say you go through Burger King drive-thru and the cashier handles you in such a way that you feel and sense the presence of God. You don't necessarily know what this person is, or even if they're what some would say godly, or even what we call godly, but you felt appreciated, the way they serviced you, the way they honored you, just the way they handled you, good customer service. But above all, that's their spirit, what you felt. In that moment, kingdom people, you are experiencing God. And in that experience, kingdom people, and maybe it's you. Maybe it's you, whatever you do. That's what I'm saying. When people experience that, you are making God's name great. If you experience that in that kind of a situation, because I've experienced it. I've had good customer service as a customer, and it's very noticeable. And it does make me honor and acknowledge God, because I know it was God in that transaction. I know God was there. Again, regardless, I don't know sometimes these people and what it is they are, just like many times they don't know necessarily with us. But when you are doing the God thing, and when you're causing people, whatever you do, and I'm going to go back to this, if you're a real estate developer, I don't know why I keep saying that, but whatever you do, I'm making a point here, kingdom people. A real estate developer is developing things, the godly one, for the purpose of, first of all, they're led by God. They're doing what God is moving them to do. And it's all for good. They're serving a purpose. And in whatever they're doing, any interaction that they're having with any people, customers, partners, associates, whatever it is in that, whatever they're building, whatever, it's all to benefit people. For one, and not just that, each interaction that they have, God is in it. So because God is in it and God is directing this person and using this person, that's going to be felt by whoever they interact with. And because of that, they're making God's name great, because people can't do nothing but honor and acknowledge God. And I'm hearing, sometime again, them haters come. But again, that's still just an acknowledgement of God. Anytime someone is tripping on you because of the God in you and you moving in God, that's still making God's name great. So, kingdom people, my point here is to make the point to say, when you're doing the will of God and whatever you're doing, you're making God's name great. That's causing you to have many fans, because again, whatever your work is, whatever your workplace is, not even workplace, where you live, whatever it is, kingdom people are noticing you, and it's making God's name great, because it doesn't matter. They acknowledge the God in you. I keep hearing, even if they one of them ones, even if they one of them, it doesn't matter. It's still an acknowledgement. Whether they want to acknowledge it or not, it's still an acknowledgement of the God in you. That's making God's name great. So because you make God's name great, He makes your name great. You have many fans because of that. Just like Jesus. Jesus acknowledged God. He was making God's name great. He had many fans. Again, we're His fans. So let me go on. John 16:33 says, I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart, because I have overcome the world. Now, why is this a part of this message? This is why, kingdom people. Because when you're making God's name great, because you're doing the will of God, we already know what we call spiritual warfare, attacks. It's just going to happen because it's just what it is, kingdom people. So the point here is that you aren't going to experience some of these things, especially because you're making God's name great, because you're doing His work, you're doing His will. But He said He already overcome the world, so you can have peace. I just recently had an experience, literally over the last couple of days, while I was experiencing something, and God had me in this place of just resting, where it wasn't much else that I can do. I did a little something as I could, but He had me resting. He was just ministering to me all at the same time, and just speaking to me about some things, what He's doing. It was necessarily nothing new, but it was just Him letting me know we're moving to another level in this. And so in the midst of Him ministering to me, I'm already recovering, should I say, from some things that had been going on, attacks, if you will. But and it was interesting because as God was talking to me and he ministering to me and showing me this, it's in the midst of while I'm already recovering from already what it was. And it was a thing of, he gave me this, John 16:33. So, in the aftermath of this happening, I have told you all this so that you may have peace in me. So he's saying that even when these things are going on, you're going to have peace in me regardless. But because you are making God's name great, because you are having many fans, and we're using the word fans because I don't even care for that word, but this is what God is saying. And I'm just reminded again that this is the way worldly people see it, which goes hand in hand with you have peace in him. In this world, you're going to have trials, you're going to have sorrow, you're going to have frustrations, all that stuff. But he said he already overcame the world. It's a reminder that because you're making his name great, your name is going to be made great. You're going to have many fans. You're going to have some trials and sorrows. And some of those trials come from them ones because you are making God's name great. I'm hoping I'm making sense here. Because, again, you're going to have many fans. In a good way. But again, stuff is going to happen. Stuff is going to come because of that. Because of that. But he's saying he give you peace because he's already overcome the world. So, listen. Kingdom people. You are about to have many fans. And again, you're about to have many fans because you are a descendant of Jesus. Number one, you are a star just like Jesus. And because you are making God's name great, just like Jesus. Kingdom people, you are about to have a lot of fans. And like I said, it don't matter what you do, where you go. And you are already not just about, I'm hearing. You already do because people watching you. They watching you handle your God business. Just be about your Father's business. And I'm hearing you move in integrity. You honest. You reliable. You just, I'm hearing righteous. People notice that, kingdom people. And whether they let you know or not, they're a fan of yours. Kingdom people, you are about to have a lot of fans. Okay? Okay. So, kingdom people, I am going to leave that right there. If you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that bell right next to that. First, click on that red subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Then click on that bell right next to that red subscribe button so that you can get a notification every time I upload a new video, something like this from Kingdom People. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I offer, if you are interested in purchasing something from my merch store, and or if you are interested in sowing a seed into me and my ministry and supporting the channel, you can find all that information right down below in the description box. Kingdom People, listen. We are history makers. We are world changers. We are dream successors. We are wealth generators. We are manifestors. We are curse breakers. And we most definitely are transformers. More than meets the eye. Yeah, Kingdom People. We are. Kingdom People, I love you all so very much. I really do appreciate you being here with me, spending this time. You could be anywhere, but you chose me for now, and I do appreciate you for that. So, Kingdom People, with that being said, much love, light, and peace, and many blessings to you all. But I don't want to leave you, but I got to go. But I'll be back to hold you down, Kingdom People. Okay? Okay. That is my time. Even though I mixed that all up, it's okay, Kingdom People. It's okay. Jesus girl, she's out. Peace.